Hey guys, my name is Carson, and I'm excited to finally get a chance to review TMNT The Last Ronin. So if you guys haven't had a chance to hear about this, The Last Ronin is pretty much a concept that Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird came up with decades ago about one Ninja Turtle that has survived through the years, and unfortunately the other three have been killed off, passed away. We're not really sure at this point. So basically that's really all we know. The Last Ronin, he's in the future. So what in the world is this book about? And I'm just going to warn everybody now, once again, if you didn't see it in the video title, I'm going to go full video spoilers on this. So if you guys hadn't had a chance to read Last Ronin, definitely go ahead, pause it, or leave the video now, go read it and then come back. Or if you just want to hear me talk about the book, hey, that's fine too. So Last Ronin starts off and basically it lets you know right off the bat that the other three turtles are gone. However, their voices are still there. The Last Ronin runs around, he's talking to himself, but is he really? He has the spirit of his three brothers with him. And if you read the other stuff, like the Tom Waltz run, which Tom Waltz does help write this, you'll find that there's a lot of stuff about spirituality and reincarnation. So I'm wondering how much of that stuff is going to work its way into Last Ronin. So basically, the Last Ronin is trying to get back into the city of New York, or whatever the future version of New York is. I don't think they ever even call it that. But nonetheless, there's like a lower echelon of New York and an upper echelon, and it's broken up by class. So in this, we're introduced to Oroko Hiroto, who is now the person in charge of the Foot Clan. And this Foot Clan leader has all of these like cybernetic ninjas at his disposal, as well as Baxter Stockman's technology. So you can expect flying mousers with lasers, giant mousers of course, and all of that stuff. But the main crux of the story is just the Last Ronin trying to get to the upper echelon of New York to kill Oroko Hiroto. So the Last Ronin is just making his mad dash through New York. That's the main crux of the story. It's action heavy. It's gritty. You get to see this Ninja Turtle just get hit by everything and then hit back. A lot of narration involved, of course, about, you know, hinting what happened to the other three turtles, what happened to Master Splinter, because like I said, I don't know how much this is actually going to directly tie in to the current IDW run, or if it's going to be written as a direct sequel or an Elseworld, but at least in the IDW run, we know what happens to Splinter at least. But that's kind of off the board right now, obviously. So basically in this, he gets to the Foot Clan headquarters, he's fighting cyborg ninjas, he's fighting robots, and all that good stuff. And unfortunately, the giant mouser tackles him through a window, and he's relying a lot on luck at this point. He even admits that in his dialogue. And he's trying to find a way out. He's trying to catch himself, and unfortunately, he just goes splat into the pavement. And luckily, there's like this random girl there that is directing the Foot Clan soldiers toward the opposite direction of the Last Ronin. Luckily, he uses that distraction to get into the sewer and, you know, kind of get away from all the soldiers, obviously. So, more or less, at this point, he's down on his luck. He's just done with everything. He thinks he's failed in his mission. So you kind of see him get all of his relics out. He gets each Ninja Turtle weapon and lays them down on the ground. He gets every color bandana that he's had stored on this whole time, lays it down on the ground. And he's ready to commit the act of seppuku, or, you know, ninja suicide. So as he's trying to commit the act of seppuku, this girl who distracted the Foot Clan soldiers finds him and distracts him long enough, and then once he realizes what's going on, he just passes out. And then you kind of get this glimpse into the past of the turtles. They're moving into their old sewer lair. Don't know the full scope of that flashback yet. I don't know if it was used as a hint, as a flashback to a story in issue 2, or it was just used to transition into the final page. But before I even get into that, I want to talk about Oroku and how he's now the leader of the Foot Clan, because him being the leader of the Foot Clan, he inherited it from his mother, who is Karai, who is the descendant of Shredder from a lot of the IDW runs. So that's where I'm thinking Tom Waltz is going to try to write the IDW stuff into this. So I'm very curious to see how that's going to work out. So the last page is your big reveal of who is the last Ronin, but there's also another reveal in the last page, and that is April's still alive. So April is the one revealed that's helping him. I don't know if this girl that was helping the last Ronin earlier is like her daughter or granddaughter or something, who knows, but there's an older April, and she calls the last Ronin Michelangelo. So hopefully, I guess maybe that's true for Michelangelo fans out there. I was a little surprised that if what April said is true, that the last Ronin is Michelangelo. I guess that would be the ultimate twist, since he's the one that's usually taken the least seriously. And I kind of like these other clues they drop in as well throughout the book. The first weapon that the last Ronin reaches for is a sai. So you kind of want to think it's Raphael right off the bat, but when he's engaging most of the foot soldiers, he's using his katana. But then there's also the part where he's fighting the Mousers, and he talks about using localized EMP, which would be a Donatello move. So you see like all of these other Ninja Turtle brother attack tactics being used, but April reveals that it was Michelangelo doing all of this. So Michelangelo took all these techniques from his brothers and learned them to be able to fight the foot, basically. So what an awesome issue, though. I've been waiting a long time for this. I know a lot of people have too, but basically at the end of the day, if you can find a copy of Last Ronin, pick it up now. Like, you'll be doing yourself a favor, even though I guess I should talk about the formatting of this. So let me show you guys a normal comic book, which this would be the size of a normal comic. And yeah, good luck finding a bag and board that completely fits this. It may just end up on your trade or hardcover shelf. But yeah, if you guys can find this, I highly recommend picking it up. It's one of my favorite comics I've read in a very long time, and that is saying a lot. So Turtle fans, or just comic book fans in general, definitely pick this up. If you want to see Turtles meets Dark Knight Returns, this is definitely the book for you. So big thank you guys for clicking on this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Cowabunga, guys!